I would be game. I'm not opposed to it. But
on the steel or on the ladder, excuse me. That was a beautiful placement by the Queen. And if she's smart, she pins.
She's not a dummy.
Bianca.
She's not a dummy.
This.
She's not a dummy.
Unless she's going for figure 4.
She's not a dummy.
She is. It's probably it for
me. Get up, Chyna. Get up, Chyna.
She's gonna go into the bridge.
Jessie, survive. Survive, Jess. Survive. Oh my God!
Right before Chyna gets there.
God.
And Charlotte Flair gets the victory over Bianca, making her tap right before Chyna got back into the ring. Wow.
Have we seen a Chyna Charlotte match one-on-one? We have, right?
No, not one-on-one.
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, yeah.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I'm Jesse.
I'm Christian.
And here we are kicking off the go-home show to Night of Champions, Clash of Champions, whatever you guys want to call it. We have Charlotte Flair coming down to the ring after her great victory over Bianca Belair and Chyna last week, but tonight we're going to see a one-on-one match between her and Chyna, because at the end of that match we saw Chyna actually almost break up that figure 4 lock on Bianca Belair, and she tapped out, and Chyna just got there a little like a second too late. But that will be kicking off tonight's show. In the second match, we have a tag team action. We have Monster Air featuring Braun Strowman and Ricochet going against Wall Street, JBL and Happy Corbin. I know a lot of people have forgotten about that tag team. They are actually 1-0. And I believe Monster Air are 1-1. So that's an interesting tag team match between those two. And in the main event, we have one of the hottest superstars in the world. The one and only LA Knight is going against Gunther in the main event of Friday Night Smackdown. And that is the go-home show right before Night of Champions, or what do you want to call it, Clash of Champions. Obviously, we have the 9th wonder of the world in action once again. This screams a WrestleMania match, written all over it. Chyna and Charlotte Flair, I'm actually very curious to see what these ladies can do one-on-one, because they were in the ring last week as well, and Charlotte Flair was able to get that victory over Bianca Belair. It's interesting because, like, I have Zelina Vega as my queen, as my SmackDown Women's Champion. She's chilling right now. She doesn't have a #1 contender really lined up for her, because a few weeks ago, Bianca Belair smashed Chyna. And now you have Charlotte Flair tapping out Bianca Belair. And then you have Chyna, who, you know, could have ended that match differently if she was a second earlier to that match. So I'm really lost for
who's
like
a contender,
words. Who's the number one
yep.
clear-cut contender for Zelina Vega? So over these next few weeks, probably going into our next pay-per-view, which I don't think we're going to announce yet, but we know off air what our next pay-per-view is going to be. I think by then I will have a #1 contender for Zelina Vega defending it at that next pay-per-view.
So is that like your toss-up right now? Charlotte, Bianca, and
Chyna? The top 3 of the division right now are definitely Bianca, Charlotte, and Chyna. For sure, because Raquel lost twice.
Yeah, she's
to Zelina. She's had her opportunities. If she wants to bounce back later in the season, that's fine. But Raquel Rodriguez is out of the title picture for at least a few months. But yeah, the clear-cut #1 contender right now, it's between Chyna, Charlotte, or Bianca Belair. Who will go against Zelina Vega at our next pay-per-view after Clash of Champions? We're gonna have to wait and see, because if Charlotte could get another victory over Chyna here tonight, then she's arguable that she could be the #1 contender.
Defeating Bianca, defeating Chyna
in back-to-back weeks.
I think that gets you there. Now if Chyna wins, that's like, okay, but Bianca beat her. So
we're going to see that rematch too of Chyna and Bianca, probably before our next pay-per-view as well. So I'm very curious to see what happens over these next 2 or 3 weeks and who goes against Zelina Vega, because she will be defending at the next pay-per-view after Clash of Champions, 100%.
And Jess, I love what you got building in your women's division. It reminds me of, if you've been tapped into Raw, I feel like every Monday night there's what they call, you know, a meat match, Monday Night Meat. where it's, you know, Bronson Reed and Otis
or Eric
and Eric Ivar, just those beasts over there. And for you, it's these juggernauts of women. And ironically, your champion, she's you know, little Zelina Vega, Queen Zelina Vega. I'm never gonna disrespect her now because she is a goddess and she's great. But you know, it's just an interesting dynamic building on SmackDown. And then here we go on Monday Night Raw. We got Rhea Ripley, who, I mean, I would love to see her compete against the Bianca, the Chyna. And instead, you know, at Clash of Champions, we're going to get that matchup against Zelina one more time. I know we saw it at Backlash earlier this season in real life, but the Universe mode is always a little different. We'll see where it takes us.
Yeah, we've seen Rhea Ripley go against Zelina Vega in the past in Universe mode as well. That's when Zelina Vega won Royal Rumble. And then I remember, because you won that match, and that's when you had Rhea Ripley going into 2K23. So these ladies have had history in Universe mode as well, not just in real life. So I'm curious to see what happens, obviously, at Clash of Champions. I'm expecting Rhea Ripley to dominate for sure. But I also said the same thing about Zelina Vega becoming my champion with all these ladies. I still have ladies like Mandy Rose, Tiffany Stratton, Corda Jade, Nikita Lyons, Zoe Starks, Beth Phoenix, just to name a few. So I have a lot of talent in my women's division, and it's kind of crazy that the queen of LWO is my champion still. She's defended that title 2 times.
Look at the king of LWO, Jess.
Yeah, and he's now gone. Well, he's obviously still in Universe mode, but in real life, he's now gone. But
wait, who are you talking about?
Santos. He split from LWO in real life.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's what you mean. Gotcha.
He turned heel. But yeah, look at the king of LWO, obviously undefeated WWE World Champion, and he's going to be going against Booker T. And
almost caught you
I took
right
that
there.
light right there. I was just like, oh, I'm going to kick out at like 2, but like, nah, I actually got hurt there a lot.
Chyna's been tired like the whole match.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of work, a lot of damage. That's Charlotte. But yeah, can LWO still be champions after, or can not? They're still going to be champions after Clash of Champions, but can they still have a victory under their belt and beating champions of the other brand overall Monday Night Raw? Because if Santos and Zelina Vega beat undefeated Booker T and a scary-looking Rhea Ripley, that is going to be like there should be an award for top faction going into.
I think we will. I think we will, but we just got a winner right here, Jesse. I know there was time taken in between. Oh man, that's a stinger. That burns. A big pedigree hit on the outside, but like I said, Chyna's tired. Took her time to get her back in the ring. Didn't ultimately work out in favor for Chyna, but still,
yeah, I'm not looking good.
Chyna is putting work on Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm not Charlotte a lot. I actually thought about being Chyna but for a change, I wanted to be Charlotte because I haven't used her in quite some time. Not the best with her, but I know she does have that grounded figure 8. So, and she has a lot on the line. Obviously, if she beats Chyna here tonight, she beat Bianca last week. She definitely becomes probably the #1 contender. If not tonight, within the next few weeks, because Zelina Vega needs a #1 contender to go against her within the next month. So we will see, and we will wait to see who wins this match with her tonight.
Oh man!
Now Charlotte wants to reverse.
It's a good time to, because you know Chyna's trying to introduce the table to the action.
I think the ref is still counting up to 6. Yep. Okay. Charlotte's in the ring. Chyna getting back in here now.
She's finding some.
Oh, and you reversed the spear. Nice move there from Chyna.
Shoulder block now.
Oh wow, some athleticism there from Chyna. Holding the knee. It really sucks that Charlotte's probably going to miss a few months with her knee injury. I'm really curious to see what plans were for her. I know they teased the Jade Cargill thing like a month or so ago. I really hope she's back in time for WrestleMania, because if it is Charlotte versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania and we end up missing that, I'll be pretty bummed out, to be honest.
Jesse, well, you can be bummed out all you want. I probably should have gone for the pin right there, use your resiliency, but I know for a fact you're going to need to use your resiliency right now. Chyna Oh, no.
She's tired. Wow, she's tired, but she no-sells it and then gets right back up.
Come on, Chyna. Use that resiliency. Yep. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Doing a lot of damage to the 13-time world champion. What the heck? Oh, okay. This'll work.
That could. Natural selection.
Middle of the ring. Chyna should have the resiliency. 1, and she doesn't. 2. Interesting, she doesn't have the resiliency.
And this is that loop we've been talking about. It could end right here. Either way, Chyna could put it on you, or Charlotte. I saw that coming. No way.
Figure 8. Do the bridge. Make your father proud, Charlotte. Oh. And she gets it done.
Wow.
And Charlotte Flair using that figure 8 again in back-to-back weeks, tapping out Bianca Belair and Chyna.
That gotta put it #1.
That is, right? Yeah, that right there. The fact that she was getting pretty much handled by Chyna, the 9th wonder of the world, and then she hit that natural selection, and then the figure 8 to lock in, being the new #1 contender for Zelina Vega's SmackDown Women's Championship. That will happen at the next pay-per-view after Clash of Champions.
Wow.
It's a good match.
Thought I had a win in my hands. Unfortunately, it was taken right from me, and Charlotte does what Charlotte does, man. The John Cena of the women's division strikes once again. Can't be mad at it. I've seen it countless and countless times. So
will she be the 14-time women's world champion at the next pay-per-view? We'll have to wait about a month to see. Kind of crazy that Charlotte Flair is in the title picture again, but I mean, hey, you beat Bianca Belair and Chyna in 2 weeks, tapping both of them out. Yeah, you're gonna get a championship opportunity against Zelina Vega. I'm sorry, I just can't put that.
It's well deserved. It's
Yeah,
well
I just
deserved,
can't put that
and
out.
we'll see. Zelina Vega's gonna have another uphill battle, but before she sees
She's done it
Chyna,
3 times though.
she's
had
gonna
that
have to
title
do it
for
a
while.
4th at Clash of Champions, Jesse, because she got Rhea Ripley in her face and in her way. So we'll see how that goes on our next episode.
Yeah, this could be the fall of Zelina Vega with a loss to Rhea Ripley and then Charlotte Flair right after that. It could be a title loss for LWO.
We'll find out, Jesse, but we still got a lot of action, starting with the tag team match coming up next.
And in the second match of the evening, we have some tag team action between a 500 team in Monster Air. Obviously, Ricochet and Braun Strowman on the screen. And I'm pretty sure Wall Street, JBL, and Happy Corbin are 1-0. I could be wrong, though. I know both of these teams really haven't had too much of matches or momentum going their way. But my tag team scene this year is very, very loaded, pretty much from top to bottom. And this is just one of the teams where they're stuck in the middle and can't get over the LWO, the DIY, the DX, the Bloodline kind of hump.
There's tiers to it, Jesse.
Yeah,
they haven't hit that top tier just yet.
You still have teams like Imperium. You have, obviously, LA Knight and The Miz. You know, where there's just a lot of action in this SmackDown tag team division. And obviously this team right here, Wall Street, Happy Corbin, and JBL are coming down to the ring as well. Can JBL and Happy Corbin get a victory over Braun Strowman and Ricochet here tonight? Where does this put them if they end up winning? All I know is
Corbin looks very happy.
Generation X is going against Judgment Day the very next episode, whether it be part 1, 2, or 3. We're not sure yet. He's very.
I love it, Jesse. I love it.
I mean, he's representing his character. He's Happy Corbin, but Judgment Day obviously going against Generation X. Generation X actually has a tag team championship defense after Clash of Champions, probably going to be on a SmackDown, to be honest. Going against Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and Umaga. I'm very excited for that matchup as well. And Ricochet is starting off the match hot. So I'm very excited to see where was I going with that? D-Generation X versus Bloodline after Clash of Champions. But hey, if obviously Monster Air can get another victory, because I think they did win their last matchup as well. I believe it was against, I don't think it was against Imperium, I think it was like against Brawling Brutes or maybe LA Knight and Miz. Not really sure, but if Monster Air can get a victory here tonight, that'll be 2 matches in a row that they've won, or if Wall Street can win, they have a 2-0 record, and that'll be, you know, help their resume, especially with the loaded tag team division over here on Smackdown. So obviously, very important matchup for these teams. Where could it go for them in the future? It's really just a stepping stone and where they can, you know, build their momentum toward the top of the list on the SmackDown contenders over here on the Blue Belt.
Oh man, and Jesse, you saw Baron Corbin as he tagged out. He looked exhausted dealing with Ricochet in his fast tempo. And now it's the complete opposite tone in the ring right now with Braun Strowman with nothing but brute and muscle and force. It is a definite, just interesting duo because they offer pretty much both sides of the coin. And, you know, we didn't get to see Monster Air really see much in real life because of the injury to Braun Strowman.
Apparently he's coming back soon.
I did see he just recently got cleared for some type of, whether it was, you know, lifting or some type of maybe bumps. I forgot exactly what I saw. But, yeah, I don't know if they become a team when he comes back and comes ship out of sale, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows is right. All I know is...
It's not like Ricky's doing anything.
I don't know why, but seeing JBL and Braun Strowman in the ring at the same time...
They're not that far away from height.
No, not at all. I feel like Braun Strowman might have maybe 2 inches of height on him. That's why sometimes... And that's sometimes why I love my roster, because you have...
And then Baron Corbin's taller than JBL.
Yeah, you have young talent in, you know, Ricochet and, you know, Braun Strowman and those guys that obviously came into the main roster in NXT over the last few years.
Both of them.
And then you have guys like JBL, you have D-Generation X, I have Randy Orton. And seeing, like, that talent mix in with, you know, matchups of, like, JBL versus... Ricochet, for example, what that would have meant for Ricochet obviously being a babyface and JBL being a great heel. I think that could actually tell a great story if they actually feuded one-on-one. Ever in real life, if their times met up with one another back then, or even in universe mode. Same thing with JBL and Braun Strowman. I just think, like, for some odd reason, that's a great match. I'll always give JBL his credit. JBL, back in the day, was probably the best heel in WWE. Him versus John Cena, him versus Batista, him versus Rey Mysterio, just were great rivalries back in the day. I was actually a really big fan of JBL being young, because I was just like, oh, this is like the #1 guy like that everyone hates. It was either him, Edge, or Randy. And I think JBL definitely deserves his flowers for being the great heel he was in WWE, for sure.
Yeah, ironically, at Deadline, he was commentating.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
okay.
And because of just him being JBL, I was like, damn, I don't even want to hear you speak.
I was never a fan of his commentary.
I never was either.
I was never a fan of his commentary, but his work in the ring, I actually really did like as a kid, growing up, for sure. Even his work with Shawn was great. I just always thought he told good stories.
Not to mention APA.
Yeah, and him being a heel, and obviously him
Bradshaw.
being with the WWE for a long time, APA, the Attitude Era. He definitely deserves his flowers, for sure. I think he's a great heel and obviously a Hall of Famer in WWE, for sure.
And let's go. What?
I'm surprised I actually got it.
You can lift me?
Can I lift Braun Strowman? 365?
Oh, yeah. Well, Jesse, JBL's a big boy.
Wow. Okay. I was going to load up my clothesline from hell.
Oh, and wow.
I was going to land it, but...
Jesse, it really is kind of interesting because I've really had Ricky as my world champion at one point in life.
One Royal Rumble, yeah. He had a crazy run in Universe Mode.
One of my favorites, and would never see him do that in real life.
No. He'll get mid-card success again, though.
He's had it before.
Clothesline from hell, and Ricochet sold that beautifully.
Ain't no better one to sell it than Ricochet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That's why I think JBL and Ricochet would put on a hell of a rivalry in Universe Mode. Ricochet being the face, JBL being the heel, because JBL had a hell of a finisher, man. No one wanted to get hit with that clothesline from hell. Not even John Cena, not even the big guys like Undertaker or Batista. Because that's just a move where you don't want to get hit. Strowman taken care
He
of.
just straight up pulls him out of the ring.
Corbin, yeah. JBL and Ricochet in the ring. When was that Ricochet run? 2019? 2020? Same thing,
yeah.
Same thing with Malachi.
With Black, yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or Alistair, excuse me, that was his name in WWE. His contract is ending soon.
I hope he leaves.
I think it's end of 2024.
You think he could be a world champion?
Yes.
Yeah.
In WWE? With Triple H? Yeah. Telling you, man, he was being built the correct way right before he got released by Vince.
Oh man, what?
He was supposed to feud with Big E, and they actually gave him a good build.
And maybe I'm NXT dumb and high, but what a peak Black Roman match would do, it could feed families, man.
I know the guy is not in WWE anymore for obviously like legal reasons. Him versus Velveteen Dream was my favorite feud with him in NXT.
Yeah,
like by a country mile. Just a legendary rivalry between those two.
And now this is in Braun Strowman's element here.
Roughing him up on the outside, doing whatever type of damage he can on his opponents.
And Ricky's still down.
Yeah, just getting up now. JBL getting back into the ring. Braun Strowman on the outside. Oh! And the kick lands there on JBL. Aaron Corbin down. Ricochet doing a great job for his teammate in Braun Strowman.
Oh my god, and JBL's fighting.
Yeah, just big boys. Big meat. This is the big meat match.
Yeah, this is the meaty Smackdown.
Yeah. Between JBL and Braun. Nice
Oh
little DDT
my
there.
God.
Can Braun keep down Ricochet? Ooh, and a CP pinfall. I'll break that up because it's not going to be over here. Ricochet. Oh, I thought Ricochet was the one to get stunned there. Also inside trip. Ooh, there's in the back there. JBL roll out. Yeah, good IQ there from the former WWE champion. Oh, jeez, okay. Back into the ring now. But yeah, getting back to Malachi Black, that's honestly not a call-up, a signing I'm really looking forward to seeing again. Because his wife obviously is in WWE and Zelina. Andrade, his contract is coming up, I think February of 2024. Him being with Santos Escobar, feuding with LWO, and getting back Zelina Vega would be really cool. I think that'd be a storyline written pen to paper, would just be a very easy transition for Triple H to write there. Corbin breaking that up there. Obviously the corner.
Yeah, and did you see Seth Rollins and Becky's contract up in 2024?
They'll get signed.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
They'll be back, of course. They'll be back. Apparently there are rumors heating up with Mercedes Moné coming back to WWE as well.
Oh my God, Ricky.
I don't see that happening because I know that there was very heavy interest in her coming to AEW, but she did have a injury over the past few months where she, obviously her debut with AEW got pushed back, but I'm not really too sure how long she's signed to New Japan.
Banks is coming back.
It might just be for like short term, but I know I've seen rumors heating up where she could be coming back to the WWE, and she should come back to the WWE because obviously it is her home. That feud with Bayley is always going to be there for her. And I mean, if Kairi Sane just came back, like, why can't Sasha Banks? Why can't Naomi? I don't know if Naomi has definitely probably more interest in coming back, but I could definitely see Sasha Banks coming back to the WWE before Naomi for sure. But then you look at Naomi and you're like, she has connections to Jimmy Uso. That's her man's. Why can't she come back to the WWE? So we'll see. Clothesline from hell, and that's it.
No.
Come on, ref. 1, 2. Oh, 2. Wow.
The ref buying me a little bit of time in between.
I feel like that was a very delayed pinfall. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Playing it smart. Happy Corbin. Wasn't happy right there. His buddy was just about to get power slammed.
Focus on JBL, Baron. Focus on Braun.
Happy Corbin is down. Pinfall.
No.
A little match between Monster Air and Wall Street here tonight.
I think, okay, I am here.
Oh, wow. JBL's not a tough guy to pick up and throw like that.
Oh, man. This is a tough one, Jesse. I don't know who's going to come out winning.
I don't know either.
Oh, man. Tag team matches really do it for you every time, don't they?
Go your way or can go the other way. Clothesline from him. Come on, ref. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Braun Strowman's a tough one to come here.
Okay, Braun.
It's like the third clothesline from hell I landed here tonight. And both of my opponents are just...
I need more hell than that, Jesse.
Power slam.
Oh, man.
I love how he just hopped right over the ropes. He's like, I did my job and I'm done. Oh! Get Ricky! No.
That would have been clean.
That's JBL for you. Any way to win. Oh, nice.
And there goes my Cats messing something up.
Take a guess of one of the three who it was.
Bean.
Bean?
Yeah. He's the troublemaker. Drax used to be the troublemaker.
Oh, nice little athleticism there from JBL.
Come on.
Come on, bro. If I got a clothesline from hell, that's the match.
Come on, bro. One more time. Rope break. Rope break.
1, 2. That is a rope break if I've ever seen one. I got extremely lucky there.
Oh my God!
Wall Street with the victory. I got blessed.
I was expecting a rope break,
Yeah,
so honestly, I probably wasn't as quick to the trigger as I could have been. I'm doing pretty good at breaking out today, Jesse. But wow, JBL delivering big on the market for Wall Street, and what a big win to put them back in black, Jesse. That's a great win for them.
Yeah, JBL looked great. That clothesline from hell did some damage to Braun Strowman.
Hellacious.
For sure. Yeah, that was one of my favorite finishers back in the day because like every time he loaded that up, it's just like it's just a clothesline, but
he makes it special.
That does numbers to people.
Great. The number was 3 today for Braun Strowman. It took 3 of them to get him out.
Great win for JBL and Happy Corbin there. Happy Corbin's gonna be happy going backstage and celebrating with them. Wow, what a performance there for Wall Street. Where does this go from here? Definitely they're going to get one of the top teams for sure in that Smackdown division. Who will it be? I know I have a lot of tag teams. I would really have to give it some thought and then give Wall Street another matchup very, very soon, probably after Clash of Champions. I'm excited to see what they could do from winning back-to-back matches and being 2-0. Do I give them the top killers like DIY, LWO, maybe a Bloodline match or an Imperium match? Honestly, Wall Street versus Imperium sounds like a very good match to me. Imperium is obviously involved in the main event. Maybe Wall Street versus Imperium sometime after Clash of Champions. I'll write that down in my notes right now. There you go,
Jesse. Well, it's time for the main event of the evening that involve one of the members of Imperium, Jesse, and for the grand finale, I gotta go check on my cat. So we'll see what the main event is coming up next.
Yeah. Main event time. LA Knight coming down to the ring here. I gotta give this guy an updated attire. I actually have to do a lot of new attires. I've been slacking on that for quite some time. We're not gonna do it before Clash of Champions because Christian has the late game on. So definitely after Clash of Champions.
Honestly, no, maybe we can.
That's actually. See, I'm giving myself good ideas. I'm gonna give a lot of people attires. Starting with Grayson Waller, because that guy looks like a generic boxer in a creepy
I gotta give Jay the Yeet shirt.
The Yeet shirt, yeah, he got the trademark.
I want to put it in the
trademark official. I want that Yeet hoodie, but it's out of stock for right now. That's definitely something I would want.
Well, Jesse, I'm sure the LA Knight merchandise is out of stock too, because he is still the highest seller on the WWE marketplace. Is he not? Who is?
CM Punk.
I could have swore I still saw LA Knight.
He's like number 4. Randy's number 2. Jay is, I think, 3. And LA Knight is 4.
He's usually number 1. He has been all year. Yeah. But Jesse.
Yeah, I got to get some either LA Knight merch or some Yeet merch. Yeet really became a thing because he was drunk with Cody Rhodes. That's just a great story.
That's sometimes the best things happen when you're drunken with Cody Rhodes. Now, I guess that's not how the saying goes, but you know, the best things sometimes happen naturally, Jesse, and they don't mean to be planned. And I don't know how they went from not being able to trademark it to now being able to trademark it, but I don't care about the business aspect of things.
They paid that dude.
It was a wrestling thing, right?
Some dude in the Indies, that was his like little trademark, and he definitely got a payday from WWE.
I mean, that has been like a thing in the culture for a while. Like I thought that might have been.
Yeah, I've been saying Heat for. I don't know how long.
I used to be in middle school, high school, tugging on ponytails saying Yeet. Yeah. But Jesse, I am Gunther today.
And I am LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gunther, man.
Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania. We did it in Universe mode to start off the season, and
how
the match
about
was
Gunther versus Maya Lesnar?
Oh yeah, that's scary. You think she goes to WWE?
Maybe.
I could see her in the UFC. Realistically, I could see her in the Olympics. I could see her in the UFC. I could see her doing a lot of things.
It's
Brock, bro.
The Brock Lesnar genetics won with her.
100%. Good for her though. No one's gonna mess with her in school, bro. Just no one. Like, because if you mess with her, you're messing with Brock, and then you're screwed.
She shot puts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a record distance, breaking university like D1 records, and she's only probably 20, 21. Crazy.
This referee.
Yeah, the referees have been getting in the way tonight.
It's the lady today too.
Yeah, it's okay.
Maya Lesnar's on her way.
She'll live.
Imagine Maya Lesnar versus Chyna, Jesse.
Wow, her versus Jade Cargill.
The future is bright for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, who do you think is the next, now that we got the Dominic Mysterios popping and whatnot, who's the next generational wrestler? We talked about Randy Orton for a tad bit in the last episode in his Logan Paul interview, but he mentioned at one point, you know, there wasn't many like generational talents at the time. Mm-hmm. It was him and it was The Rock, and that was pretty much the short list at the moment. Can you scout any young generational superstars you think are coming up?
Yeah, it's gonna be Braun Breaker. True. Family, Steiners. It's either him or Carmelo.
Oh man!
Well, Carmelo doesn't come from a family. I get what you're saying, but it easily goes to Braun Breaker. Him coming into that match halfway through and hitting 3 spears and getting 3 points off rip just proves to me like what they think of him and how scary and dominant he can be. I'm really excited to see him go to the main roster for real. I don't know when it will be, because I really thought like over the last year he was going to be part of Monday Night Raw or SmackDown.
I think,
and he's still with NXT. I know his girlfriend Cora Jade is there still, but call up the both of them. Have them, have one last run in NXT. Have them come up in like April or May, right after WrestleMania. Call up the both of them. That way they're both on Raw or SmackDown together, since they honor, like, if you're in a couple, you're like pretty much on the same show. That way they can travel and live together and stuff like that. That's what they've done with Charlotte Flair and Andrade in the past. That's what they do with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch now. Bianca Belair and the Street Profits. Like, they obviously want the talent.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Ain't nobody told you how to start dating each other.
But
it'll be alright.
I really hope Braun Breaker definitely is a part of the main roster come spring or early summer of 2024, because there's just nothing for him to do in NXT anymore. Like, the guy has that it factor. He could definitely get built up to a main event or a mid-card threat pretty much within a few months of him being on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown for sure.
I think that's the reason why he isn't. What? How'd you change directions?
Yeah, I don't know right there.
I think
it happened in another match too.
I think that's the reason why he isn't called up just yet. Because I feel like when he is going to be called up, he's going to get shot straight to the top. And you know,
I'm gonna be honest. He's one of my top candidates to dethrone Gunther. You have Gunther advance to the main event. You have Braun Breaker be the one to dethrone Gunther. What does that prove about?
Yeah, Jesse, LA Knight's done.
What does that prove about Braun Breaker, you know, being a top talent immediately, being an Intercontinental Champion?
How are you talking while you're playing that shit?
Being an Intercontinental
Champion. Oh, no!
And LA Knight, yeah, come on, ref. One. No, it was anything crazy. But tell me that doesn't put up stardom right for Braun Breaker immediately, beating Gunther, him having his own little reign. It doesn't have to be like 500 some days like Gunther's for sure. Even if he has that title for 4 or 5 months, like he was the one to beat Gunther's IC historic title run. That becomes mega in the sport of wrestling, WWE, and obviously LA Knight is still alive in this match.
I hate that the powerbomb isn't the finisher anymore.
Yeah,
but this guy wins.
We could change it.
He wins with whatever move he feels like using,
I could do
Jesse.
whatever I want, to be honest. I could change it. He's my
What did he win against Miz with? He won like a figure four? Like
I think it was a Boston Crab. That's what it was.
He's such a G. I've never seen something like that.
Oh.
What?
LA Knight. Yeah.
No.
Wait.
I was
Blood Force Trauma! I'm sorry, Mike. I was too worried about it. 1, 2. That looked like another rope break, to be honest, but I'm not.
You got some tall superstars, Jesse.
Yeah, I do. Blood Force Trauma lands there from. But yeah, if I'm Shawn Michaels or Triple H, I would discuss that for sure, because they definitely want to make Braun Breaker look strong, and that right hand was strong from that night. They want to look Braun Breaker strong in his debut, because I said it to you and EJ or Eddie, or if that's what fans remember him from. Build him like an 0-2 Brock Lesnar. Don't make him be world champion, because obviously you have Seth, CM Punk in the mix, Gunther, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Like he'll be fine not being world champion for a while. Have him be IC or United States champion and have him dethrone Gunther.
Has he fought solo in NXT?
Yeah. Yeah.
He won, I imagine.
I believe so. He might have lost. I'm not sure. But Braun Breaker becoming the new IC champion, Gunther has his own path to the main event. And then Braun Breaker being the IC champion, and then you got guys like Dragunov called up, Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes. You know, WWE is in very good hands when it comes to that talent pool of NXT coming up, because then you have all these new matchups that we didn't see on the main roster yet, and then mix that in with, you know, guys like Randy Orton, Gunther, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, just to name a few. You know what I mean? You have your Brock Lesnar coming back here and there. You have Cody Rhodes.
There ain't no coming back from LA Knight. Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, LA Knight kicking out at 2.9.
I can't believe these guys are just kicking out everything.
Yeah. But
kick out of that.
I'm excited to see what they can do with Braun Breaker, because he's definitely the next generation of talent for sure. If it's not him, it's Carmelo Hayes. That's my opinion.
Oh yeah, great job, Imperium.
Some management interference.
It didn't affect him.
It did not.
One bit.
Oh, and LA Knight looking to get the victory here. Yeah. Hopefully they don't interfere when I'm about to hit the damn finisher. That would suck. Wow. So, Blood Force Trauma. Incoming. Pinfall.
Blood Force or Blunt Force?
Blood Force Trauma.
Not Blunt?
No. Oh! You gotta be kidding me, ref! You didn't call it the last match when it was a rope break, but then you call it there when it was maybe a shoelace on.
Let's go, guys.
You're annoying, bro.
Great job, Imperium.
It might be Blunt Force Trauma.
Blood Force doesn't sound right.
It probably is Blunt Force Trauma. It does sound a little bit more correct. But it is BLT. BFT, excuse me. I said BLT. I'm tired.
Jesse, you're hungry.
I had food before.
I got a rotisserie chicken in the microwave. We can bust that. It's a whole chicken, Jesse. I need help. We can talk about it after I splash it. Yeah! What a good match. Good main event.
Good match. LA Knight. Yeah. Main event. Gunther.
Yeah.
You think LA Knight ever becomes world champion?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have kept. Yeah. Not bad.
I would hope. Blunt force trauma.
Oh, I'm so happy I did.
Gunther definitely will. I'm excited for that Bash at Berlin pay-per-view in August of next year. I think that's when they have Gunther become world champion. I actually have a whole thought process of what happens after Royal Rumble.
Unless your thoughts flat, Jesse.
Punk wins Rumble.
I'm better win.
Punk beats Seth at WrestleMania. And then CM Punk has kind of like, not a reunion, but like maybe like a better like summer of Punk. And then it ends with Gunther being the new World Heavyweight Champion at Bash at Berlin. So for like 3 or 4 months, CM Punk has the World Heavyweight title. And Gunther is your new World Heavyweight Champion at the Berlin pay-per-view in front of his own fans. I think that is a win-win for Gunther next year. Obviously, he drops the IC title to whoever. I would prefer it to be Braun Breaker. It all depends on what they have for him at WrestleMania. Him versus Brock Lesnar puts a lot of interest for WWE fans, especially for that type of event. But I don't see Brock Lesnar coming back and winning an IC championship. I just don't. That's just not realistic.
It should happen.
It would be fire. It really would, but I just don't see Brock Lesnar becoming
you bastard. Why didn't you?
The IC champion. So put that title on somebody else, maybe Chad Gable, maybe Braun Breaker, or Sami Zayn, I don't know.
Damn. Try to fool you.
But yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be dope though. Gunther becoming world champion in front of his fans will be really well deserved. Especially after the reign he just had with IC.
I thought you were going to try to roll me up.
What the heck? But yeah, wouldn't be a horrible booking decision if I was Triple H. Blood Force. I keep saying Blood Force.
Oh my God, that's
Blunt
a blood
force.
That's a blood force boot, Jesse.
It would have been fake. Hold on.
That's it.
It's such a
Pack him up, pack him up, pack him up. No rope break.
Wow, I thought I was tapping the shit out that X button and it wasn't going nowhere. Wow, that's a bummer. LA Knight looked very good though. Gunther with another victory. I know he was having a rough time this season, losing to Bad Bunnies of the world. But I believe
he only lost to Bad Bunny. If you erase Bad Bunny, he's had a flawless season.
I believe that is his. I want to say that's his 2nd or 3rd victory in a row. He beat Eddie. He beat LA Knight. And I think he beat somebody else too. I don't recall who. But if you beat Eddie Guerrero and LA Knight within the past few matches, he's bouncing back. He's putting that past in the rear view with obviously losing to Brock Lesnar and Bad Bunny. Good win for Gunther in the main event. His buddies Imperium, Ludwig and Giovanni Vinci have been having a lot of success over the past few weeks, as well. But losing to Bloodline definitely hurt their momentum because Bloodline's going to be going against D-Generation X after they go against Judgment Day. But a big win for Gunther. We'll definitely see LA Knight again for sure. Maybe in some tag team action with Miz. Maybe have him, express himself out of that tag team.
He looks good. That's not a bad loss.
No, not at all.
Would have beat a lot of people. It's just Gunther's Gunther.
Gunther is great. We'll definitely see more of Gunther for sure as well. And we'll see more of Imperium.
What will we say in that clash? Talk to me.
We got 6 matches. I don't know if it'll be 2 parts. I don't know if it'll be 3.
Could even be 3. Who knows?
We'll see with obviously the development of what happens with the Internet Championship, which you guys have to let us know in the comment section. Will it be obviously an Iron? What was it?
Survivor.
It's called Survivor.
Yeah, I mean we can't do the Iron Survivor match in theory just because we don't have a cage.
Yeah,
we don't have somebody that can sit out for 90 seconds, but we can do a 20-25 minute Iron Man match with 4, maybe 5 superstars.
Yeah. It'll be 2 from Raw guaranteed, 2 from SmackDown guaranteed.
Maybe 1 free agent.
Yeah. So let us know, guys, if you want that internet match. It is for the vacant internet title because Cody Rhodes lost everything. Lost to Booker T and then lost that internet championship match because he had to vacate it. 2 from SmackDown, 2 from Raw, and maybe 1 free agent. If you guys want it to be that Iron Survivor matchup type, let us know down in the comments section on YouTube or Discord. But the main event will be 2 undefeated world champions, Santos Escobar versus Booker T. It will be Seth Rollins versus Karrion Kross. That, honestly, I really think can steal the show. But we've seen what Karrion Kross has done and how dominant he's been. But Seth Rollins makes it interesting because he's a hell of a wrestler. Judgment Day and D-Generation X, that's going to be a fun matchup. Rhea Ripley and Zelina Vega. I said the internet match. We're not going to announce any participants because we want to keep it honestly a surprise.
Tag team?
I have my 2 in my mind, obviously, so does Christian. And then the women's tag team match will be BWA, Ronda Rousey, and Shayna Baszler versus Toxic Attraction.
Everybody said Booker T versus Santos.
That's going to be the main event.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a very good show.
Hell of a card. Hell of a card. It's going to be a hell of a night. A champion. So we got 2 championships on the line. The rest are just champion versus champion. So
obviously they don't lose the titles, but those wins and loss records are gonna be a factor
for sure. So we'll see how that ends up coming along and coming across come Clash of Champions, which will be our next episode, maybe even next 2-3 episodes. So guys, thank you so much for watching as always. We're hoping we can have a little bit more consistency in recording now that the landscaping season is over, so possibly, maybe we can. But regardless, guys, your best way to really know when we drop a video, besides liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and joining that Discord, is to...
ring the bells.
There you go.
Ring the bells, guys. Get our new updated videos, and we'll see you on
the other side of the universe.
Peace.
See you at Clash, Smackdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got vices, I'm vices. I'm in crisis, I write this. I feel a little lost inside my mind, I can't find it. I see visions, I'm psychic. I try to use it as guidance, but truth be told, I know nothing. I told you different, I'm lying. I don't know shit, I be cool. I don't know shit,